Hello and welcome to another JDS Meow Kitty gaming video. In this video we're going to be looking at the new Greycat MTC, the Mobile Tactical Center. So it's coming up the lift now. Looks like it's fairly small, but kind of looks a bit big as well. Let's have a look around it. Looks like it's a bit armored. Might have a door on the side there. The wheels look pretty chunky and the lights look pretty good. It's got a tow hook on the front. You probably won't actually be able to use that though. If we continue around the side, it says lift to open. And it looks like that is the storage. What do we have? 750k micro SCU. Okay, so we'll keep on walking around. And on the back here, looks like we have a button. And we have a fold out box carrier for the small boxes. And it looks like it carries 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't stick very far out the back, so I'm not sure why you would retract it anytime. Why not just leave it out? And come around this side, we've got 2 buttons next to the door. One for the refueling, and the other one opens the door. Okay, that folds out pretty compact. We'll step inside and close it and we'll have a look at the lights. So we'll look at the auxiliary. Just goes a darker blue. And the emergency flashes red. And I'm not quite sure why we have emergency lights in the vehicles and ships. I'm not sure who's going to get up and change the status. So we'll keep having a looking around. Okay, if we open up the top compartment, we have a wheelsock, which I believe is the radar. Not quite sure. So we'll have a look at the bottom compartment. And it looks like we have the ProStar cooler at the top and the Defiant power plant at the bottom. We have 2 rifle weapon racks just to the left of that. And we have suit lockers up the back, one on each side. And I'm not quite sure when these are actually going to be useful in the game yet. It looks like down the bottom there we have 2 personal storage. 1500k micro SCU on each side. And in the middle, we can open up, that looks like a heavy weapon. We have engineering terminal off to the left. It's going to be a bit of a pain using that while trying to drive this small vehicle around. Not quite sure what's below that. Green lights and 2 arrows. And that's where the fuses are, if you need to replace them. We have a couple more rifle weapon racks to the left. And here is the remote turret seat. It folds out, you can sit down. Can't actually see how you control the turret from here. Let's see what deploy does. Normally that deploys or retracts the gun on the top. No, it's not doing anything there. Oh, okay, there we go. It deploys the screen that you can use. You have target settings, scanning, configuration. You can hail people, the weapon configuration, shields, self-status. And we'll switch to the turret on the top. 2 size 2 Badger repeaters. And I can't fire, so I don't think I have to power it off and back on again. There we go, and we'll go back into the turret. Yeah, just your standard turrets. Now we'll hop out of the seat and we'll check out the driver's seat. It takes a bit of time getting out of that. Now let's sit down. There you go, you got the 3 screens. We'll just power up the vehicle. Have power on the left, speed and radar in the middle. And I got a little deploy button on the left. And that looks like it closes those side windows. Just a little bit of protection. You got enable shields. What does that do? The shield's already on. Don't think it did anything. You got the lights on and off. But it's not your headlights, that's the driver's seat lights. And you got the config. You turn the headlights on and off from there. Communications, power management, weapon config, shields, self-status, all the usual things. Oh, it looks like you can control the turret from the driver's seat. Not quite sure how you'd manage that. I don't think I saw any controllers. So now let's have a look at a size comparison to the Ursa. So in this case it's the Medivac. I'll close that door. It's definitely a little taller and the turret on the top is bigger. So it looks about the same wheel width between the Ursa and the MTC. The Ursa is a tad longer with those two little angular bits that stick out. The MTC is definitely a bigger target to hit with the big box in the back of it. And we'll hop out and we'll have a little bit of a walk around. Looking at the MTC, it looks bigger. It's got a bigger cabin on the top and it just feels like it's got a wider wheelbase, but I don't think it does. The Ursa bouncing up and down. Don't know when they're going to fix that bug. And try to ignore the docking collar in the background. We're going to try loading it into the Taurus shortly. So first of all, I'll get the Ursa. Reverse it in. Oh! Almost fall through the hangar bay floor. And we'll try it again and almost on. Here we go. Thought it was almost done for then. And because it's such a snug fit, you have to go through the rear ramp, which could be a bit of an issue with the MTC, because that only has a door on the side and no way to go in at the back. So we'll try putting it on. We'll go on forwards. Looks like it's got a little bit more room on the sides. The turret's a very tight fit. Hitting the top of that, or almost hitting the top of that. It looks like I'll have enough to walk around the side, but is there enough room to open the door? So we'll hop out of the seat, open the door and see what happens. Okay, yeah, that worked pretty well. The door doesn't come out as far as I thought. And that pressing the right button to close and open the door is going to get a little bit annoying. So I'll put up the ramp and have a look at how they look on the inside. Now the MTC definitely sits a bit higher. It's got a little bit of room, a little bit more room on the side compared to the Ursa. Not a huge difference. So now we'll take them for a bit of a test drive on a Moon, because that's usually where they start to bounce around or slide and be a bit harder to control. So we'll do the MTC first. Reverse it out. And we'll just do a little figure eight around the Taurus. Get a bit of air there. it seems to control pretty well. It's got pretty good turning. Doesn't seem to slide out too much unless you flick the back out. We'll go around the corner here. Yeah, that was pretty good. It feels pretty comfortable to control. Now we'll hop out and we'll test out the Ursa. It's a bit longer with the 3 wheels, a bit hard to reverse out. And we're off. It just looks different the way it drives. It sort of has a bit of a slide to it. And I've lost it there a bit. Oh, it's just drifting a bit. Come around the corner. Oh, yeah, it keeps on pointing the wrong way. And it's gone too far around there. Correct there. Oh, sliding towards the ship. Stop, and we'll correct it again. And then we'll spin it around and park next to it. And that's definitely a wider turning circle with the added sliding. So out of the two, the MTC is definitely a better one to drive. It just feels more comfortable. Feels like it's got a bit more grip. It's got the suit lockers, if they ever actually implement those into the game and make it mandatory to start taking off your armor. It's an interesting little vehicle. I wouldn't say with these current gameplay mechanics it replaces the Ursa, because that is it's a pretty solid vehicle. It's got a lot of room inside of it. The suit lockers aren't really being used, and it only has one entrance and exit. But it's a good little compact vehicle. I wonder whether they'll bring out different variants like the Medivac. We'll have to see what happens. But if you like this video and you found it helpful or enjoyable, please like and subscribe, and you can see my future videos. Have fun out there, Star Citizens.